softball-size hail, 70-mile winds, 170 April tornadoes already logged. This is no ordinary Sunday, y'all. I am Tom, and the Storm Prediction Center just posted an enhanced risk over central and eastern Kansas today. Good Lord. A 40-year veteran forecaster told me flat out, what is coming Monday is screaming major outbreak. 3 back-to-back all-hazard severe days over the same communities. He called it once in a generation. We have the jet, we have the moisture, we have the shear. This atmosphere is locked and loaded, y'all. Here is the kicker. Today is only day 2 of 3, and the big one does not arrive until tomorrow. Pull up a chair, get your coffee, and let me walk you through every single dangerous day ahead, folks. Before anything else, turn your weather alerts on this second, not when you hear the tornado sirens start. If you are not signed up for emergency alerts on your phone, please do that before the storms fire today. Today's enhanced risk is level 3 out of 5, centered on central and eastern Kansas. No joke, y'all. Kansas City, Wichita, and Topeka are all in the heart of that enhanced risk zone today. Heads up, folks. Supercells fire along the dry line Sunday afternoon. That is your most dangerous window today, y'all. Here is what makes today so dangerous. 4,000 joules of storm energy are already loaded up this morning. Good Lord! That is the kind of storm fuel that launches violent rotating supercells in minutes, not hours. Wind shear is extreme today. That is exactly what puts deadly rotation into supercells and creates tornadoes. Think of wind shear like wringing a wet towel. More twist means tighter spin and a longer-lived tornado. A 10% tornado probability is on the map today, and SIG hatching covers the enhanced risk zone. That SIG hatching means a strong EF2 or better tornado is on the table today. Burn that into your memory. Honest to goodness, very large hail, baseball to softball size, is the single biggest threat across Kansas today. A 30% hail probability over 1 inch covers the heart of central Kansas today. Enormous, folks. Wind gusts of 55 to 70 miles an hour are possible. Flat out dangerous with any supercell today, y'all. Earl, a retired school principal from Enid, buddy, Wednesday's EF4 ripped through your block 3 days ago. Earl, Enid is under a slight risk today. Do not lower your guard because the risk level is lower. Earl, you spent 30 years teaching children to prepare. Now your whole neighborhood needs you to lead. Once that cap breaks today, storms go severe very, very quickly. No two ways about it, plain and simple. Mobile home residents near Wichita or Kansas City, please get to a sturdy building before 3 p.m. today, honey. Statistically, mobile home residents are 15 times more likely to die in a tornado than people in solid structures. That 15 times stat is not a scare tactic. It is 40 years of tornado fatality data, plain and simple. Let me go state by state now, because your risk window today depends on exactly where you live, folks. Kansas, supercells fire near Hayes and Russell by early afternoon, pushing toward Wichita by 4 p.m. today. By 5 to 6 p.m., things explode across central Kansas. These storms will be flat out electric and dangerous, y'all. Any cell near the I-70 corridor carries the highest tornado risk of the entire day in Kansas today. By 8 to 9 p.m., a massive supercell complex races through eastern Kansas. Long, dangerous night, folks. Southern Nebraska, Lincoln, Beatrice, Omaha. A real tornado risk with isolated supercells before 7 p.m. tonight. Wichita, if a cell fires to your southwest around 3 p.m., get to shelter fast. No hesitation whatsoever. Kansas City. Storms push into your metro after 7 p.m. with damaging winds and a real tornado threat, folks. Springfield and Joplin, Missouri, supercell clusters could still be raging well past midnight tonight. Ruth, a retired school teacher from Wichita. Ruth, today is your highest risk day of this entire stretch. Ruth, your storm window peaks right around 4 p.m. Get your shelter plan locked in before noon today, honey. Oklahoma. The cap is working against storms today, but if it breaks, supercells fire fast. Heads up, y'all. Oklahoma City and Tulsa, a conditional risk remains today. Watch for any tornado warnings south of OKC. If anything fires near OKC today, it goes severe very fast. Do not ignore those warnings, y'all. Across all these states today, one thing is flat out true. This atmosphere has enough fuel to produce killers. The storm threat today stretches from southern Nebraska all the way down to Texas, over 1,000 miles. 1,000 miles of severe weather risk on one April Sunday. Good Lord, that is deadly serious, folks. Have at least 2 ways to receive warnings today: a phone alert, a NOAA radio, and a trusted neighbor. Do not rely on outdoor sirens alone. They flat out cannot be heard inside a house at all. No debate. If a tornado warning goes up for your county, do not look outside. Get to shelter immediately. No exceptions. Good Lord, too many folks die looking at a tornado from their porch. Please do not be one of them. After dark tornadoes are the most dangerous kind. A tornado at night gives almost no visual warning at all. Tonight's peak risk window is 8 p.m. to midnight. Do not sleep without a solid shelter plan, folks. If you share a wall with a neighbor, knock on their door before those storms roll in tonight, honey. Dale, a retired wheat farmer from Salina. Dale, giant hail could flatten your crop by 4 p.m. this afternoon. Dale, get every piece of equipment under cover before that 3 p.m. window opens. That hail shows no mercy. Drop your city in the comments and I will personally reply with your specific local threat window today. Thousands across Tornado Alley are watching right now. Tell me where you are and I got you, folks. That significant tornado parameter off the charts over northern Kansas. Good Lord, those numbers are alarming. I need to stop right here. A forecaster just told me something that genuinely stunned me cold this morning. In 40 years of tracking severe weather, he has never seen 3 consecutive all-hazard days stacked like this. He called it once in a generation, flat out. The worst of this outbreak does not arrive until tomorrow. Good Lord, if today is enhanced risk, what is coming tomorrow should have every single one of us serious. 3 ingredients are maxed at once: extreme wind shear, deep Gulf moisture, and 4,000 joules of instability. When all 3 ingredients peak together, forecasters start calling their own families. That is alarming. The atmosphere this weekend is as loaded as anything the plains have seen in recent years. Good Lord, folks. Tomorrow, April 28th. Honest to goodness, the single day every forecaster is most on edge about this stretch. The enhanced risk already covers Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, Indiana, and Missouri, level 3 out of 5. Patsy, a retired grocery manager from Chicago. Patsy, tomorrow afternoon is your #1 window to watch. Patsy, Chicago's south and west suburbs sit right inside that enhanced risk zone. Flat out have your plan ready. Tomorrow's storms fire along a violent cold front. Good Lord, that boundary acts like a loaded ignition wire. Once a supercell hooks onto that front, it goes violent very fast. That is flat out dangerous, plain and simple. Watch for discrete supercells across Illinois and Iowa tomorrow afternoon. Those are your tornado producers. Chicago, Peoria, Springfield, and Decatur, all inside the enhanced risk zone tomorrow. Plain and simple, y'all. Any outdoor plans in Illinois, Wisconsin, or Iowa tomorrow? Keep one eye on that radar the whole time. Rockford and the Quad Cities. Supercells look flat out nasty in both the European and American models tomorrow. The SPC could upgrade tomorrow to moderate or even high risk. CSU machine learning models are already showing it. Colorado State University's model has moderate risk from Rockford, Illinois, all the way down to Little Rock. If a high risk is issued, this becomes a top 3 severe weather day in 2026 history. No debate, y'all. Central and southern Illinois near St. Louis. Those violet colors in the CSU model show near high-risk zones. 2 to 4 dangerous supercells expected. Any one of them could produce a killer long-track twister, y'all. Damaging wind gusts tomorrow could exceed 75 miles an hour. Flat-out hurricane force with any organized squall. Now get this. Updraft helicity tracks show long-track tornadoes possible from Rockford down through Peoria. Those long-track twisters could extend from Davenport, Iowa, all the way down to the Ozarks in Missouri. Harold, a retired firefighter from Peoria. Harold, tomorrow afternoon is your #1 danger window. Harold, you spent your whole career running into danger. This time I am asking you to shelter up, buddy. The whole Midwest is in the crosshairs. Almost all of Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Indiana tomorrow, folks. Good Lord. EF2 plus tornadoes, 4-inch hail, and hurricane-force winds all on the table tomorrow at once. That SIG hatching covers the Illinois-Iowa corridor tomorrow. Flat out the SPC's most serious warning flag. Both the European model and the American GFS are screaming the same violent outcome. That is never good. When two independent computer models agree on a violent outcome, forecasters get very serious very fast, folks. Bottom line for that outbreak, supercells fire around noon, then a massive bow echo develops by evening. After that squall line forms, entire towns can lose power in minutes. Do not be caught unprepared, folks. Overnight, that nasty squall line blasts through Indiana, western Kentucky, Tennessee. Do not be caught sleeping. Jimmy, a retired postal worker from Springfield, Illinois. Jimmy, tomorrow is flat out your most dangerous day. Jimmy, you spent your whole career running every route on time. This time, please stay home, buddy. Jimmy keeps his NOAA weather radio on the nightstand every night. Folks, that is exactly the right call. Mobile home residents across Illinois, Iowa, and Indiana, please get out before the outbreak arrives. No debate. No home is worth your life when a violent tornado is rolling through. Burn that into your memory. Tomorrow is a day this entire region will talk about for years. A 40-year forecaster said so flat out. Marlene, a retired nurse from Kansas City. Marlene, Sunday evening tonight is your own personal danger window. Marlene, you ran toward emergencies your whole career. This whole weekend, please run the other direction, honey. The severe weather parade tomorrow covers the largest area of this 3-day stretch. Plain and simple, folks. St. Louis, Cape Girardeau, Hannibal, and Evansville, all inside that enhanced risk zone tomorrow. Heads up. Long track tornadoes tomorrow are a flat-out alarming concern. One on the ground 30 miles levels communities. Honest to goodness, a tornado on the ground for 30 miles does not hit one farm, it levels every town. The surface low tracks northeastward into the upper Midwest. That path cranks up the tornado threat enormous. That jet streak racing across the Midwest creates enormous lift and violent updrafts. Good Lord, it is serious. Missouri, Indiana, and Tennessee, all hard-hit states this weekend and into the outbreak day, plain and simple. Dennis, a retired insurance agent from Peoria. Dennis, tomorrow afternoon is your absolute most dangerous window. Dennis, you calculate risk for a living. No joke. Tomorrow, your own risk is very real. Have your plan. Western Kentucky and Tennessee also face a nasty threat as that squall line sweeps relentlessly eastward, y'all. Good Lord, the storm system could reach the Appalachian Mountains by Tuesday morning. 1,000 miles of carnage. Frank, a retired mechanic from St. Louis. Buddy, your threat tomorrow night arrives well after midnight sharp. Frank, figure out your safe spot tonight and burn that plan into your memory before you go to sleep. High-rise residents in Chicago, Indianapolis, or St. Louis, interior hallway, lowest floor, no windows at all. Any supercell embedded in that squall line could still produce a long-track killer tornado. Heads up, everyone. 3 days of level 3 or higher back-to-back is flat-out alarming. This is not normal at all, y'all. 3 all-hazard days in a row over the same communities. Most years, this simply does not happen out here. If this forecast is helping you stay ahead of this dangerous stretch, please go hit that subscribe button now. Gloria, a retired bank teller from Des Moines. Gloria, tomorrow afternoon is your #1 window to watch. Gloria, Des Moines sits right inside that enhanced risk zone tomorrow. Please have your shelter plan ready now. Tuesday, April 29th. The severe weather parade marches south into the deep south, plain and simple, folks. Tuesday carries a slight risk from Dallas and Little Rock all the way through Memphis and into Huntsville. That stalling cold front flat out refuses to quit. It keeps firing storms all the way through Tuesday, y'all. Tupelo and Yazoo City. Heads up, you are in Tuesday's risk zone, and that front is still dangerous. Wednesday could bring a brief severe weather window across the Mid-Atlantic and Carolinas. Heads up out there. After Wednesday, we enter a cooler, more unsettled pattern from late April right into early May, y'all. Honest to goodness, A powerful trough keeps cold air feeding across the central U.S. all the way into May 9th. Carol, a retired school teacher from Louisville. Carol, your threat tomorrow evening is very real, honey. Carol, tonight find out if anyone nearby has a basement. 5 minutes of planning could matter tomorrow night. Buckle up. Below average temperatures spread across the eastern U.S. from April 29th through May 9th, y'all. Forecasters are flat out calling April 2026 the most active severe weather month in Plains history. No joke. At least 170 tornado reports logged in April alone. And this weekend could easily add dozens more, y'all. I need to stop again, because on top of all these storms, the drought situation is getting alarming, folks. Extreme drought, deep red on every map, is spreading from South Texas all the way into Georgia and Florida. Georgia, the Carolinas, and Florida are desperate for meaningful rainfall, and none is coming soon for most. Over 1.7 million acres have burned across the country. Nearly double the 10-year average. Good Lord, folks. Walter, a retired postmaster from Memphis. Walter, your area finally picks up some long overdue rain, honey. Walter, every drop counts down there. The drought is locked in so hard it flat out refuses to budge. Drought begets drought. Once it locks in this hard, breaking it is extremely tough. Plain and simple, good Lord. One more story today, folks. Honest to goodness, the Southeast is finally seeing some isolated rain showers. By Wednesday, Virginia and the Carolinas should see better rain chances. Much needed relief is starting to build. Better yet, May itself looks like a month of drought relief across the Gulf Coast in the Southeast, y'all. In those dry, windy areas today, no outdoor burning. One spark and a catastrophic wildfire takes off fast. All right, folks, straight talk before I wrap. The bottom line action items every one of you needs today. Number 1, know your tornado shelter spot right now. Basement, interior room, lowest floor, no windows. No basement? A windowless bathroom on the lowest floor works very well in a tornado. Heads up, folks. Number 2, charge your phone and keep a backup battery ready. Power outages will hit hard tonight, folks. Carol, if your neighbor has a basement, give them a call today. 5 minutes of planning matters tomorrow night. Carol, Louisville sits right on the edge of that enhanced risk zone. Do not let your guard down, honey. Number 3, mobile home residents in Kansas, Illinois, and Iowa. Get out before storms arrive. No debate. No home is worth your life when a violent tornado is rolling through. Burn that into your whole household. Number 4, turn around, don't drown. If water is over any road this weekend, that road is not safe. Good Lord, 6 inches of moving floodwater knocks you off your feet. 2 feet sweeps a full car away. Number 5, check on elderly neighbors in risk zones today and tomorrow. Do yourself a solid, folks. Trust me on this one. That 5-minute knock or call could be the most important thing you do today. NOAA weather radio for $25 wakes you up when your phone fails overnight. Burn that into memory. Number 6, if you have pets, know exactly where you are taking them. Animals flat out panic in tornadoes. Have your dog on a leash before severe weather arrives. Loose dogs during tornadoes are absolutely heartbreaking. After storms clear, never touch downed power lines and never walk through standing floodwater. Ever, folks. Post-storm house fires from candles and generators kill more than most people realize. Flashlights only, buddy. Let me give you the big picture straight. This atmospheric pattern is parked and not leaving anytime soon. Sunday through Tuesday, 3 straight days of level 3 or higher severe weather across the same region. Every city on this list is somebody's Earl, somebody's Dale, somebody's Frank. These are real people, y'all. The minutes you spend making a shelter plan today are the most valuable minutes of your whole week right here. Stay weather aware every single day this week. Stay safe out there, and I will be right here for you. Softball-size hail, 70-mile winds, 170 April tornadoes already logged. Day 2 of 3. Stay safe, y'all.